Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. How are you? We are back again this evening. I'm glad y'all could make it. How are y'all? See a few of y'all waiting in the comments. I appreciate that. Y'all hit the like button. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about go to events and get off the dating websites. That's where you're going to meet people. That's where you're going to have fun. That's where you get to dress up. That's where you get to look good. That's where you get to shine. That's where you get to see real chemistry. Okay. That's where you get to see how tall they really are. So that's also where you get to see how tall they really are if you wear heels. So definitely get on your city's event guides and start planning events. Okay. Get your little planner. Go get in your little city guide events and go through all the events that are occurring in your city this month and write down things that you may be interested in. Okay. And then sometimes they're free. Sometimes you got to buy a ticket. Sometimes, whatever. But definitely go to events. Stay off of dating websites. If you go to events, especially events that are not quote unquote coupley events, you're probably going to meet better matches, better people, and guys that are truly interested in approaching a woman for the right reason, because they're going to have to literally approach you in real life, and they see how you really look, no filters. You see how tall and old they really are, no lies. So it's better. Okay. And plus, you're going to be dressed nice depending on the event. So, you're actually putting in effort to look good. Your confident level is going to be high. They're going to see exactly what you look like, what you're working with. They're not going to try to, lowball you by trying to ask you out for coffee to make sure that you still look like your picture online or whatever. You know what I mean? And most people that meet in person have better chemistry and a more likely chance of dating, or them asking you out on a date. And also, you may or may not have, mutual friends, or you might meet new friends through going to these events where they can also introduce you to eligible people. Okay. So, yes, eligible people. If you are lazy, you just want to scroll online, please do not complain about the type of people that you meet or the type of experience that occur or the type of dates that you go on. If you're going to continue to scroll online, doing the same thing all the other desperate people are doing. Okay, get out and go to events. This is where all the money is. This is where all the people who are actually living life outside of social media live. And even if they are on social media, that's not their entire lives. So definitely go to events. Okay, there are lots of events in each city, depending on where you live. Just make sure you're going to the bougie ones. There are even daytime events if you can't get out during the night. So try to find those. Go to your city online, say whatever the name of your city is, and type in your name of your city, events, and then put the month. There's Eventbrite. All of those types of websites will tell you everything that's happening in your city. There's different galas, fundraisers, parties, whatever. Just use the internet for what it's for and find events to go to. If you don't know how to dress, look up the event if it's happened in the past and see what the dress was like. There's always pictures online of different events from the year past, and you'll know exactly what you need to wear. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. But definitely go to events, not couple events, so to say, but just go to any event. I mean, as long as you're getting out there, I don't care where you're going, but just get out of the house. And then you'll figure it out. It'll make more sense. You'll see. And people will start to invite you to different places as well. And usually people that have events have multiple events, and they'll invite you to the next one and the next one if you get on their email list. Okay. So before you know it, you're going to be getting emails of different events that are happening in your city all the time. And you can kind of pick and choose where you want to go, what you want to do. They'll probably send pictures from the year before talking about, oh, the such and such is happening again, RSVP now. So what you want to do is you want to go to events, get on their emailing list, and so that they'll start emailing you all the events that are happening in your city, and you can plan which ones you want to go to, what kind of outfits you're going to wear. You can even bring people, like a friend or whatever, and have fun, but get off of the dating websites. That's not where you're going to find people that are, not desperate and looking for something that, they shouldn't be looking for. All right, yes, go out into the real world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You will be surprised of the quality of people that you're going to run into versus the quality of people online. Okay. I promise you. And there's nothing like real direct eye contact to lure in a man, especially if you're right in their presence. They can smell your perfume. They can see how soft your skin really looks with no filter. They can actually hear your real voice. They can see how you walk, how you interact with other people, So definitely, please, y'all, get off them dating websites. Go outside. Like Cardi B song said, get outside. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And a man's mindset is going to be different based on what he's doing and where he's at. If he's online scrolling, you know what his mind is. If he's out at an event dressed up, trying to look his best and his tallest, impress whoever's in the room, he's going to be on his best behavior. He has to worry about all these other people around him. He has to be professional, on his best behavior, being a gentleman and whatnot. So it's going to be different than his mentality when just scrolling online at 2:00 in the morning. Very different. So when I tell y'all to go to events, go into the real world, go on the rich side of town, I promise you're going to meet way more qualified people than you will be meeting online. All right. I promise you. Promise you. I mean, I can go out and literally make so many connections with different types of people that also open up business opportunities or whatever. You never know what you have in common. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Definitely join. It says if you're not social, join online groups that go to events. Thank you, Davina. Yes, they have online groups that host events, but I would rather go and find the events that are already being held that are big, because the bigger the event, the more likely you're going to run into people that aren't looking online just to be a part of something. You know what I mean? So I would say the events that are already out there is probably going to be a little bit better. And plus you can pick and choose, the type of event it is and dress code and all that kind of stuff. How to react when you find cheating, you get the most money out of it. But once you get it, then how do you treat them? Like a dog. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Treat them like a dog, take them to the vet and lock them out the house or lock them out the room. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Treat them like what they are. I don't know why y'all don't know. Just get their money, take them to the vet, and lock them out the room. That's it. Also, going to local tennis tournaments. Yes, that's a good idea, Nisi. Local tennis tournaments, pickleball tournaments, golf tournaments, anything like that with a rich sport, go. A lot of times you're going to see doctors. A lot of them play these types of sports. Different corporations. You're going to see like a lot of CEOs and stuff like that, especially at the tournaments or the events, because a lot of them, that's what they do in their spare time. They like to play sports. bougie sports. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or, if you live next to the water or to the coast, check out, boating events and things like that. What if a man tries to get violent because they don't want to provide? True story for you. Well, then leave. There ain't no reason for a man to get violent because he's broke. Just tell him, I'm sorry that you can't afford to date. Don't take it out on me. I gotta go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll call the police. All right. He should be taking it out on himself. Just call the police. That's what they're for. I don't know why you don't have this common sense. Call the police and on to the next baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know why you're there if he's not providing anyway. Does it make sense? You shouldn't be in his presence. He shouldn't be in your presence if he's not a provider. Why are y'all in each other's presence if he's not a provider? That's my question. It's time to kick up to the curb, baby. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said what to wear. Whatever the event will, the event will usually tell you the dress code, especially if it's formal or semi-formal or whatever. And sometimes they'll have a theme, or you can go and look at the event that they had in the past and see what kind of, clothing that people were wearing on the pictures in the gallery of the website or whatever. Okay. That's what I do. Like if I'm unsure of a dress code somewhere or for an event, I'll go look at the past year event that they also threw the year before and see what the people were wearing. It's like, oh, okay, so it's casual, or no, it's dressy, or it's cocktail or whatever. So make sure you're doing your research. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And make sure you have the proper attire. Like don't show up to a formal event wearing casual or business casual, because you're going to look out of place. So definitely always double check for the dress code. All right. Congratulations on the Lizzo feature. Thank you, Yashi Vibes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so happy. Yes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all the love on Instagram and TikTok. And yes, I'm going to be in the Lizzo song. I was so surprised. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, so definitely understand the wardrobe of the different events. That's number one. Get your wardrobe together. Map out all the events you want to go to. You don't have to go to all of them, but just put the ones down that you're interested in that you may want to go to, and just pick and choose after that if you feel like it or not. But definitely go. Okay. People that have time to go to events, people that get up and take care of themselves and get dressed and, put in effort to go somewhere, that's going to help you find people that also like to do the same thing. Because some of y'all complain, oh, he doesn't want to dress up. He just wants to wear sweats or shorts and and I'm always dressed cute. Well, people that go to events, they also like to dress. So you're going to find more people that like to do a little bit more and put in a little bit more effort, because look where they are. Look where you met them. Okay. It's going to be probably a better match if you meet people, even if it's just friends. You may find friends that you may want to hang out with that are more leveled up than your Pygmesia friends. You never know. Okay. Go to your city website. Just get online and just type in the name of your city and events that are happening, and then put the month that you're in, and all the events are going to come up. Pick and choose what you want to do, baby. I don't have to paint the picture out. I shouldn't have to spell it out. This should literally be common sense. Just go type in the name of your city, type in events, type in the month, then map out what you want to do. There's even websites that specialize in this called Eventbrite. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Eventbrite. Just go and scroll through what you want. They even have categories: galas, fundraisers, family, You get to pick. Okay. Thank you. They put that there for y'all. Thank you. Okay, if you don't have that and where you live, find something similar. I'm sure every place has something similar. Thank you for all you do for women at True Goddess. Thank you, Ocean Goddess. I appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle. Yes. Okay, advice on other prettier women being proximity with your boyfriend. Okay. There is no competition. If your boyfriend likes you, he likes you. 10 times he should like you 10 times more already. Okay. That's why I tell y'all that. If your man don't like you 10 times more, you always gonna be worried about everything. So make sure your boyfriend likes you 10 times more, or you're gonna be worried about everything all the time. Honestly, men have eyes, men's eyes wander, but if you're who they want, they're not going to be bothered with other people. But if you're going to keep showing, please don't show that insecurity to him, okay? Don't even worry about it. If he like it, he like it. If he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. There's nothing you can do about it. All right? Hopefully he won't, but if he do, you already know he might. So, be prepared emotionally and, ready to get money just in case he does. But honestly, don't worry about it, man. There's always going to be prettier women than you. There's prettier women than me. No matter what you do, there's always going to be prettier women somewhere. Okay. Don't lose sleep. If your man likes you 10 times more, you really have nothing to worry about. Happy Thursday, Shira. Let me say you look amazing. You give me Victoria Monet vibes. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Rosie Rose. Appreciate you, girl. Okay, since you started watching me, finances are times 10, skin glowing, multiple providers, travel, hobbies, 2 degrees, classy wardrobe, and more. Thanks. Oh, Moana. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That sounds like you've been leveling up. I'm so proud of you. Yes, ma'am. Keep going, ma'am. Congratulations to all of that. That's the name of the game. Keep leveling up. I continue to level up as much as I can. At least I try. But I keep going too, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You say you tired of cleaning. How do you tell him to hire somebody? Ask him for his credit card and do it. Look how much it costs to clean a house. Ask him if he can use his credit card to pay for something that costs whatever the cost is. He's going to say, sure, because it's not going to be that much. And then hire the maids. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When he's surprised at how clean the house is and how good it looks and how much it cost, not that much, he's going to be like, oh, we should do this more often. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So get his card and pay for it. All right. That's how you tell him you're tired of cleaning, by taking charge and hiring other people. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, where do you suggest that we go to meet the man we want? Okay. Do you like a man that likes to go to formal events? Do you like a man that likes to go to cocktail hours, parties, fundraisers? What kind of man do you want to meet? Those are the kind of event you need to go to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So figure it out. Usually men at fundraisers have money to give. Usually men at fundraisers that cost money or galas that are fundraisers usually have extra money to give. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But those are the ones you want to go to. Okay. You said, where are my necklaces from? Thank you, ma'am. These are all Melinda Maria necklaces. I've been collecting them. Thank you. I have the website because I got them at the store, Love Always Boutique. That's why the bag is there, because I've been shopping today. But I got them from Love Always Boutique, and they sell this jewelry line in there called Melinda Maria, and it's really cute. So it's like the third link, or I don't know, it's in my description bar. It'll say Love Always Boutique Clothing and Jewelry. Just click on it and you'll see what they have. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. I followed your advice. It works. Okay, Angela, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Okay. You said, is it okay to be sad? As long as you got some money to wipe your tears, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Samantha, your favorite content creator. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you live? Have you lived with anybody before your husband? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay. Unless you count my mom. No. No. Nope. Nope. Thank you, Brandy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said you might move out of your boyfriend's because you found out he was texting another girl. Ma'am, they all gonna be texting another girl. You gonna keep moving? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better get some money out of it. Hopefully you ain't paying no bills. Thank you, Brandy. You said a young guy is obsessed with you. He sends you gifts and you have his credit card for some expenses, but he's very clingy and annoying. Wants to call a lot advice. Every time he calls, ask him for something. That way he will call less. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask him for favors or things that he does not like to do. Ask him to do it every time he calls. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or start talking about something that is boring to him and he'll try to get off the phone. Okay? All right. You're welcome. It's like, I'm so glad you called. Could you do A, B, C, and D for me? Or could you pay for this in a cart online? You know, every time he tries to call, it's not, hey, what's up? What you doing? It's you need something from him. You need him to do a favor. He need to put in work every time he calls. Then he'll call less. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like when I don't want to talk to somebody, I just start asking them to do stuff and they disappear quick. All right. You're like, oh, I forgot. I got to do something. I knew that. I know. Goodbye. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I see somebody in the comments talk crazy. But anyway, okay. So go to the events and get off the dating websites. I promise y'all. You will have better results. Okay, you're a solo travel to luxury Europe destinations. Okay, should you look for providers while traveling? Why would you look for providers while traveling? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because when you get back home, they're not going to be there. Honestly, I don't like the idea of looking for providers abroad because when you get back home, then what? You need to find someone local who you can see and who can bring you some money. All right, what's your take on speed dating? Desperate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can. Think about this. You're literally going, dressing up, putting on your whatever to go sit and talk to somebody for a few minutes, and then other people a few minutes, and then other people a few minutes. It's very desperate and giving, I don't care, I'll take anything that likes me or that I can deal with. You know, it's giving picking from the bottom of the barrel. Like, what are y'all doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And what type of man is signing up to go on speed date? You really want a speed dater? You're gonna be a speed everything. I don't want somebody that's trying to sign up for speed dating. What's going through his mind? Think about it. All right. How to react when he calls you cold? Tell him money warms you up. Well, you know you can warm me up by giving me some money, right? That's Everybody's always nice when you start handing them money. Okay. Or gifts. You could be arguing and talking trash about somebody. Here they come with some money, some food, some gifts, and all of a sudden your tone will change. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Money warms you up, darling. Ask him for some of that if he doesn't like the cold version. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said events been so much better than dating online. Yeah. Here, okay, yeah. Even bright and strolls in, okay, what? Okay, she's talking about she's in Germany and she found some rich bosses. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. Okay, Goddess T, sprinkle, sprinkle. What's your tip on speaking first? I get a lot of stares, but be a little shy speaking. Okay, they're supposed to speak first, baby. I don't care if they looking. They need to be talking. Okay. What kind of man doesn't approach a woman? A man that doesn't get a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Let them approach you no matter how much they looking at you. Let them approach. All right. Let them approach. It's not your job. It is their job. I promise you. If they don't approach, they don't want you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let them work up the nerve. Let yourself know that you're worth being crossed the room for. Let yourself know you're worth them approaching you. Don't take his job. If he never approaches, he didn't want to. Okay? So it's this flirt with your eyes. Yeah, they will come over if they want to, but you never force and you never do the first move. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And usually at these events, they're drinking. They're going to have courage anyway. And they're going to probably be bored or looking for new people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to date after finishing. Okay. Okay, you were sick and now you're on a date. The same way. Just get you a wig. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you need hair, get you a wig and get back out there, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Put your makeup on. Same way. What's going to change? The world haven't changed. Just get back out there. And don't tell everybody all your business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the one thing that most people will make a mistake with. The world hasn't changed that much in the last few years, except for y'all getting smarter and not settling for dust. So get your wig on, get your outfit together, and get back out there. And don't tell everybody your business. That's literally it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said hello. Oh, yeah. You know, that reminds me, y'all. Somebody asked me my favorite makeup. I have a collab with Gerard Cosmetics. Okay, so all my favorites, my signature products that I absolutely love and cannot live without, you can now get for like half the price. And my pictures in there. I got a little, all my favorite products. So if y'all want all of SheRaSeven's favorite makeup products, go check out Gerard Cosmetics and get you the little SheRaSeven favorites kit. Okay, it's normally $114, but it's on sale for $59 right now if you hurry up. All right. It comes with my signature beautiful wing liner that y'all love so much. It comes with this beautiful liquid lipstick in the color Ruby Slippers. It's this deep, beautiful red. Okay. It comes with this really nice loose powder. It's a pink setting powder that's giving you a filtered look. And it comes with a setting spray. Okay. So definitely get your hands on that. You want it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said, what's up? Oh, and if you buy any other item on the website besides my kit, if you use the code SPRINKLE, you can get 20% off on all the other products. All right. Thank you, Style Queen. Okay, meeting generous men, but their wives control the finances, how to benefit when they are worried about spending being tracked. Get cash. Sprinkle, sprinkle. ATM. All right. Should I look for somebody that fits your standards personally or personality when dating in your early 20s, or aim for a provider? Man, provider. Ain't nobody gonna meet your standards on personality. Everybody you meeting is lying and acting. Okay, make sure they spend it though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not gonna know who you're really dating until about six months in. Okay. Get the money. The personality is fake, especially in the first 6 months. All right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask anybody. You're not meeting that real person. That's not their real personality. That's not who they really are. In about 6 months to a year, you're going to know who they really are. Just make sure they are a provider first and foremost. That's what you need to know first and foremost about anybody. Are they providing? Because everything else will reveal itself later on. They're on their best behavior. They're trying to be what you want. They're trying to impress you. They're trying to get something out of you. For the first 6 months, they're on their best behavior, or maybe the first 3 months, depending on the guy. But their real self will show sooner or later, but they need to have money and be provided. So yeah, you should just go for provider types, because either way, provider or not, they're all lying in the first 6 months anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I promise you. Okay. He says you're meeting their alter ego first. That's true. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, if you're going to events, you get to wear your nice clothes. You get to have somewhere to go and dress up. You get to have your makeup looking good. You have somewhere to go to where you can take pictures of yourself. I mean, it's literally like living your best life, romanticizing your life, and also a chance to meet other people doing the same thing on the same level. You know what I mean? Or higher. Dating apps are for desperate people. Going to events are for people that like to socialize, that like to gather, that like to dress, that like to, socialize with other like-minded people. There's champagne flowing. You want to go to stuff like that, not scrolling on a dating app, watching people pose with their butt out and long fake lashes. That's not the vibe. Okay. Class yourself up and get out there. Stop being afraid. You should be afraid of what type of man you're attracting on dating apps with your butt pics out there. Okay. Okay. You need to class it up, pull it together, put on a dress, look cute, and go somewhere and hold your head up high and stop scrolling online and looking for scraps. Okay. Just tell y'all. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Like, it's literally like, okay, if you watch those old TV shows that they have everywhere now, like y'all like Bridgerton, right? All right, they didn't have no date naps back then. They had to get up, get dressed, suck it in, and go somewhere. It's the social season. Get up and go somewhere. Get dressed, put on an outfit. Okay. Get up and go somewhere. Get up and go somewhere. go to a party, go to a gala, go to a fundraiser, go to a golf tournament, go to a tennis tournament. If you want to get out during the day, get your little tennis outfit together. Go sit in the little bleachers with your little cute outfit on. Mingle afterward at the mixer, do something. But get off the dating apps. You find these events the same way you find these men online, on the computer, okay? On the internets. The same way you find dating apps, the same way you find losers scrolling, looking for booties and lashes, it's the same way you're going to find events, by typing it into the search bar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you're too lazy? Is that what you're going to tell your future self when you look back and say, I was too lazy to get up and go do something, so I had to settle for this dude on a dating app scrolling for booty and lashes? And I was the only one that texts back in the DM because I was picking. Is that what you're going to tell yourself in 20 years from now? A better story is, I was at this event and this man crossed the room in a dashing suit or a tuxedo. I mean, that's a better story. Come on. Romanticize your life and stop being lazy. Just saw the Lizzo TikTok. Congrats. Thank you, Lachelle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Yes, Lizzo. She got me on the song. I was so excited. Thank you, girl. Okay. But to search events in your city, and then they'll give you the dates, the times, the type of event it is. You could, like, if you go to Eventbrite, you could do galas, fundraisers, family friendly, whatever, weekend. Just go to Eventbrite and type in your city. All the events are going to come up. Yes. They even have cool stuff like masquerade balls, charity events. They even have, like, if you're an athletic person, they have like 5K runs, tennis tournaments. Just look it up, baby. Just put it in. All of it's going to come up. Some cost money, some don't. There you go. And if you don't have the money and you want to go to the expensive events, you can call and see if you can volunteer to set up the event, and you may be let in free after. You know what I mean? So it just depends. Okay. No more desperate. Yes. You want to put together, classy, and doing things instead of scrolling online, being desperate. Okay. Yes. Rich activities. Baby says rich activities. Yeah. You want to be doing rich activities so you can meet men that have money. You look amazing, so skinny. What are you doing? I'm contouring. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girls. The longer wig. How do you feel confident at events? Dress nice, look good, smell good, and feel good. If you look good, you're gonna be confident. Get your wardrobe together. Pick out your cute outfit. There are, you don't have to be rich. You just need to look right. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, and have your little shot of tequila. That'll boost your confidence. Okay. Okay, sisters. Thank you. I looked up on Meetup and Eventbrite and found some in-person events. Yes, ma'am. And go to them and take pictures, and you can post up whatever you need to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And once you start going to the events or doing stuff now, you're going to always want to see, okay, what are they doing now? Even if you don't go to events, go to brunch. Look up local brunches in the area or rich sides of towns. Get up, get dressed, and go to brunch. If you don't want to eat, find an event. Do something though. But you got to get up out of the house, got to get up out of the bad habits. You got to get up out of the life that you're trying to escape from, and literally escape. Escape. Go somewhere else. See what else is out there. Go to events. Have fun. Dress up. Get you a dress. Find a gown. Get a cocktail dress. You know, do all of those things. Get you some cute heels. You have all these things to do, but you're not doing them. They're sitting there waiting for y'all. You can go alone. You can go with a friend. You can meet new people there. Very easy. You're tapping into sprinkle, sprinkle energy, and congratulations with your Lizzo song. Thank you, Rosalina. I appreciate that, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Okay. You don't have to have money. You just have to have time. Do you work 24/7? Do you work every night? There's stuff that goes on in the daytime, stuff that goes on at night. If you're in struggle mode and your priority is work, you're never going to make yourself a priority to meet other people or to mingle with other people. So you need to take a sick day, a personal day, or something. Okay. If not, then perhaps you can find, events that are happening on your days off, hopefully. Okay. Find something on your day off and go do it. Okay. Someone says, well, men are more likely to approach if you're alone. Yeah, because they think you're lonely. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said men don't like single moms. Well, how are they going to know you're a single mom if you don't tell them? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said men like whatever they can have. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You said Meetup is a great site for going places alone because you can go according to your interests. Yeah, Meetup or Eventbrite will have all the stuff that you can go to. I prefer Eventbrite because um, I like the fancier stuff. But it's been a while. And so like when me and my daughters are just looking for something fun to do, sometimes we go on Eventbrite. We shop and get the clothes first before we choose an event because we like to shop, right? So we're like, oh, I got this new dress. So whenever we're out shopping, we're like, well, where are you going to wear that to? We don't, well, we can find somewhere. So we buy the clothes and then we go find somewhere to wear them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Because we just want this beautiful cocktail dress. We just want this beautiful outfit. This looks like a formal event night. This looks like a cocktail dress. This looks like this. I want to wear it somewhere when we need to go find somewhere to wear it. So that's like, you know, go to Eventbrite online. You just type it in online and then type in the name of your city or your zip code or whatever. So they have all types of events, galas, fundraisers. They have daytime events, all types of stuff. They even have festivals on there. Just pick according to your interest. I would always go to the galas or like to the fundraisers because that's where the money gonna be. Okay. They even have networking events for different types of professions. So just look what looks like it has money, and then that's where you go. Okay. Find somewhere it look like there's some money there, and then go. Sometimes you have to pay for a ticket. Sometimes it's free. I don't know. Just depends. And you can usually they'll tell you how to dress, or you can look at the event that was hosted last year and see what the people were wearing. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And there's so many to choose from. You said art gallery events are easy to make combos. Yes, art auctions, galas, fundraiser. I don't know. There's a lot of them in the summertime and winter, like around the holidays. If you do it around the holidays, like in the fall and the winter, there's a lot of them because of the holidays. In the summer, there's a lot of stuff that's during the daytime as well. Thank you, Caleb, for being a new member. Spring, spring. But you gotta just get out there into the world. Shop, Buy, like, if you're afraid, let me tell y'all what to do. If you're afraid or you're having second thoughts, go buy an outfit first, then find an event to wear it to. Okay. Or if you have clothes in your closet that you never get to wear because you don't go anywhere, pick out an outfit and find an event that's appropriate for you to wear that outfit to. And, match your shoes up with it, get your jewelry together and make you a whole outfit, and then go find an event where you need to wear it to. Okay. That's what I do. My clothes in my closet, I'm like, okay, where can I wear that to? Then I go search online. Is there something that I can do, this week or next week? Okay, that's where I'm wearing that to. Because, like, if you just sit around your house, I live in the suburbs. You sit around your house, sit around in the suburbs. You can't wear your cute stuff just, to the grocery store all the time. You can't wear no cocktail dress at the grocery store. You can't wear your cute, fancy, stuff to the grocery store or to the gym, or, you need to find events, posh happy hours, and exclusive, like, high-end restaurants or something. Just do it. And once you get there, let me tell y'all, once you get there, you're going to be like, yes, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is where, then you're going to, next time you go, it's going to be like less and less awkward. And you're going to start looking forward to it. You may see people and, if y'all live in a certain area, y'all may see the same people and make new friends or whatever. Okay. What if you have no friends? Go alone or go with a family member. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make friends at the places or associates. Not everybody has to be your friend. They could just be someone you hang out with. Okay. You said alone is best. Alone is best, or take someone that's, on the same level as you. Okay. But then go alone, darling. Probably better anyway. Easily to approach a person that's not with a bunch of people. Yeah. Yeah. Cinderella went to the ball alone. Look what she did. She found her a prince. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. She ain't go with no group. Get to the ball, Cinderella, and get you some money. Okay. Thank y'all. Mm-hmm. You said going out alone shows confidence and comfort in yourself. Exactly. Go. Have fun. Meet new people. Be introduced. Okay. So, go and dress appropriately for wherever you're going. Don't do too much, but do enough. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, women are so lucky, because we have the opportunity to look beautiful, to wear beautiful dresses, to wear beautiful shoes, jewelry, makeup. We have all of these things at our disposal. We need to take advantage of it and look our best, go places, shine, have memories of doing things besides sitting on a couch scrolling. You know what I mean? Because I think so many people scroll their lives away and they don't get to live. They're watching everybody else do things and they're not. So I think it's time for y'all to join in and start doing things too and see what it's like. I mean, like, how are you going to know how powerful your perfume is if you don't get to go and use it in the public? How are you going to know, how beautiful you are if you don't get out there in a cocktail dress or, some type of formal outfit or just something like, whatever. How are you going to know the impact you have on other people for real in the real world without filters, without, you know, scrolling? How are you going to know who you really are? You're not. That's how you build your confidence as well. You get out into the real world and get real experience. And y'all can't build confidence online because it's not 100%. Like, there's too many filters. There's too many people right after you. Okay? Get somewhere, put on a cute outfit, and go live your life. And you never know who you're going to meet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Go to events alone. Yes, ma'am. You were born alone. You're going to die alone. Why don't you go to an event alone and maybe you can meet someone else who's alone and y'all can be with each other. You know what I'm saying? If you go in a group or a pack, it's hard for people to want to approach you. If you want to go alone, go with a family member, go with a friend, and separate once you get there and walk around. You know, people don't like approaching people that already look like they're with someone or coupled up or busy. Y'all need to learn how to stop fearing being alone. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When I was a mortician, I only buried one person in one casket. You gonna be alone when you dead. You alone when you born. Unless you got a twin. So stop being afraid. Go out there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Stop worrying about it. You won't be alone if you're in a room with other people. Okay. That's what you go there for, to socialize. Okay. Let me ask y'all a question. You're alone at home scrolling on a couch. What's the difference when you go alone out to an event and have the chance of actually meeting people in real life? What's the point? You're sitting at home alone anyway. You might as well get up and go somewhere alone and meet somebody while you're alone so you can meet somebody. Get out and start living. Okay. And like I said, if you want motivation, go buy an outfit before you even find an event to go to. Say, you know what? I'm going to go to a fundraiser. I'm going to go to a gala. Let me go find a dress. Then go find a gala or a fundraiser or a cocktail hour and then go wear it. But find the outfit first. That's going to motivate you to want to go do something because you just spent money. You just got a whole new outfit. You look too cute to stay in the house and scroll. Where are you going to wear this to? You think the men online going to invite you to a place where you can wear whatever you just bought? Or are they going to ask you for coffee? Or try to take you to Applebee's? Get up and go where you want to be. Buy the outfit first and then meet the people there. And mingle with those people because they're having the same idea. Thank you, Carla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Get the outfit first, baby. It's going to motivate you to find something. Find somewhere to go. You know what I mean? All right. You ever seen an outfit and you were like, oh my gosh, that would be so cute if I went to such and such type of place? Do the same thing, but do that for events. Force yourself to get out there again. Like after scrolling, doom scrolling online and dating apps, you need to be out in the real world. Okay. Someone says you have to train yourself to be alone, comfortable being alone out in the real world. We'll start with happy hour. Start with happy hour. Start with, like, you go to the gym alone, right? Okay. You're going to do that alone. Go to happy hour alone. Once you start going to happy hour alone, then maybe you can go to like a little cocktail hour, a little networking event alone. Then you'll be more comfortable going elsewhere alone, or maybe you'll meet someone and y'all can go together. You never know. But just practice, start off slow and build up your confidence for going out. Okay? How should you carry yourself in public if you're trying to get approached? Resting face and confidence, or smile at people? Smile, period. If you look like you're already happy and living your best life, people want to be in on that too. So if you want to be if there's a mysterious vibe that you're going for, smirk. Lift one eyebrow and smirk. But don't, resting face is like you're thinking about your problems and they don't want to be part of them. So either smile or smirk. Okay. They say the smirk is going to be like, I wonder what she's thinking about. I wonder what she's smirking for. The smile is going to be like, oh, she looks so happy and pretty and like her life is going well. No drama. Let me go over there. Okay. Don't smile at them specifically. Just be smiling, period. Or have a smirk on your face. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. You was naive, leveled up, got a high paying job, and broke what? Generational curses with your investments and income streams. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, congratulations, Ethereal Pink. I am so happy and proud. All right. Okay, thank you, Carla, as well, for the super chat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He says smirk is odd. No, it's not. Not if you know how to smirk in the right way. The Mona Lisa smirks. And millions of people come to see her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're like, what are you thinking about? A smirk is interesting versus a resting face. You say, why is your question not coming up? I don't know. Maybe there was like a word in there or you didn't type fast enough. I don't know. Try it again or just, I don't know. You said you're 18, you're too stubborn for boys your age, but older men gross you out. Any advice? Yes. Work on yourself and become the person that you want to become and attract people and see what you attract. If you're attracting young guys that you don't want to deal with, try dating people like slightly older than you then. Okay. So if you're 18 and you don't want to date guys your own age, date guys in their 20s, but they're not really going to take anybody seriously in their 20s. But if you're just trying to date, make sure they have enough money to take you out on a date and don't ask you to pay for anything. That's for sure. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, it is late. I told you I was going to be doing different schedules in the summer. You said it's normal to be grossed out by old men if you're 18. Don't force yourself. Exactly. Like it depends on how old of a man you're talking about and also how they take care of themselves. Some old men look like old men, some don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what about older ladies? Tips for us? Look good, have confidence. Also, go to events as well. There's older men out there, or men close to your age or slightly older too that are going out. I would definitely recommend the same exact thing. What's the difference? They're all women. If you look good, you look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You don't flirt with men, they flirt with you. Stop being the chaser and allow the men to come to you. That means you need to look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. We attract, we don't chase. The best type of advice I can give you is don't chase. If you look good and give a little eye contact, you could smile or whatever, and let them come to you. We're not out here trying to chase and hunt. That's men. That's men's job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just look good and look attractive. Smile. Make a little eye contact. That's the best y'all could do. Mm-hmm. They come over to you, they like you. So you have a man not only buys you gifts on birthday and holidays. Wait. Oh, he only buys you gifts on birthdays and holidays. But he complains about what should I do? It's your birthday and it's a holiday. If he's complaining about that, he don't even like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That means next, go get you another one. That's not going to complain and be actually happy and excited to gift you on your birthday and holidays and other days. Girl, if you can get out now, ma'am, get out. If you got a man complaining about buying you a birthday gift or a holiday gift, he doesn't like you. And you're going to find out later. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's he going to do if y'all have kids? Is he not going to like buying them Christmas presents either? What about if they need to go to the doctor? Is he not going to like buying them insurance? What else is he not going to like? You know what I mean? Get rid of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you another one that likes being a provider because they like you. All right. Sorry about that, but it's time to go, baby. Go find his replacement. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'd flip the script on him real quick. I would be like, you know what? You should be happy and honored to have someone to actually be in your life so you can buy them a birthday present or a holiday gift. Because you could be sitting there alone looking stupid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Then go by yourself. Stop going with your friend. If your friend gets approached and you don't, that means go out alone, ma'am. If you're going to take your friend everywhere with you and they're getting all the attention, then try going out by yourself. There you go. Yes, ma'am. And you know what? Sometimes you could be that woman that all the men will talk to versus your friend, and they may not feel, too happy going out with you either. So it's best to go out alone if you're going to go to certain places anyway, because you're not there to be with your friend. You're there to meet new people, right? What types of bars is best to meet a provider? Restaurants with bars or smaller standalone bars? Is it better in a business area or which area? It depends on what time it is and what side of town it's on. So, for example, if you're looking for men with money, high-end restaurant bars during happy hour. If you're looking for, regular guys, regular bars, but bars at high-end restaurants with valet parking is where you want to go. Because a lot of times people will have social hour there, business meetings there, all of the above. And also, men that are single or just want to grab a bite to eat and have a drink and hang out. That's where they're going to be. Early, you can even go for lunch. You can go for happy hour. How many times should you sleep with a provider? You're living with him. You're 28. He's 54. He gave you his credit card and you use it to shop. Ma'am, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. That's up to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know the answer to that. However many times you think you should. I don't know. Maybe none. Okay. You using his credit card. What type of business have you started? What kind of online business do you have? You got his credit card. You can buy you some online merch. You can buy you some online inventory. You could start working at a drop ship company online where you just put in the orders and they ship it out. Like, what type of business do you have? You got an Etsy shop yet? You got his credit card. Why don't you go buy some inventory and start your little business? Okay. Clothing. Why don't you go buy some clothing and put it up online? Find a distributor, or maybe some jewelry or some lashes or something like that. Get your little TikTok shop or an Instagram store. Why don't you? That's what you need to be doing. You don't need to be worried about how many times you need to sleep with somebody. You need to be worried about how many times you're going to buy inventory with their credit card. What you doing, man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go buy some wigs. Get you a wig website. Get you some lashes, man. What about nails? What about lingerie? You can be the next Fenty. What you doing? You got an old man credit card. You asking how many times you need to sleep with him, ma'am. How many times you need to go buy inventory? Even if you don't start the business now, buy the inventory, start it later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What you doing? You are so right. I am networking and just got home from an open mic, getting gigs, etc. Dating sites just have DL and Dusties. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Congrats on the Lizzo sample. Hurt. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. Get out the house. Someone says, what's DL on the down low? That means they like men. All right. So, yes. If you got access to that old man credit card and you living in his house, man, you should have some type of inventory, business, stash, whatever. Okay. You said invest in yourself. Please do. Girl, look, people be sending me stuff all the time from their little businesses and big businesses. I get inventory all the time that these women have bought and start their own business with. Where is that? Here it is. One of my subscribers, they started a business too. They went and bought some hair, got some bags made. Shout out to Symphony Hairs. And now they have a business. Okay, that's what you can do with a credit card, ma'am. And then you get the profits, 100% profit, because you ain't spending no money. He is. Shira is doing the Lord's work. Thank you, Elvin. Think about this. You are spending zero money and you're getting 100% of the profit. Be smart, man. Don't be sitting out there shopping and asking how many times you're going to sleep with some old man. Get out there and start your business, and then you could choose whatever you want to do. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all need to do y'all's research. Y'all are asking, y'all are using Chat GPT for stupid stuff, and y'all need to be using it to get your money up. All right. All right. I hope I put a fire up under you, ma'am. Then maybe you could send me some of your stuff. Okay. Some of y'all need to take notes and stop asking the same question. Okay. Caleb sick of this. Caleb is sick of y'all asking the same questions. He wants you to take notes. Look. You said, do men get more intrigued if you ignore them? Okay. Y'all know how I will let y'all keep asking the same question over and over in the comments and I won't answer it. And then I might, just like I did there. Are you intrigued? I ignored you for like 5 times, right? Or more. And then when I finally gave you that attention, were you intrigued? There goes your answer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you send your book? FD11, sprinkle, sprinkle. Perhaps. Are you part of the Patreon? Okay, if you can find me on Instagram, I'm verified SheRaSeven. Message me on Instagram. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So yes, ignoring men and then all of a sudden giving them an attention definitely intrigues them. Even Michael Jackson said it in his song Butterflies. Y'all know that song Butterflies? All you got to do is walk away and pass me by. Don't acknowledge my smile when I try to say hello to you. Yeah. Even Michael Jackson told y'all. Thank you, ladies. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all ignore them. Let them work for it. All he could do is sigh because you give him butterflies. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said which one of your books should you start with? It depends on how long you've been watching my channel. If you haven't been watching long, you need to start with my book called I Bring Nothing to the Table. If you've been watching a while, go ahead and get Sprinkle Sprinkle, Too Pretty to Pay Bills. One of those. The Wisdom of SheRaSeven is like affirmations, daily affirmations and quotes. That's a good book if you want to stay motivated. So get them all, but if you want a longer book, definitely get either Sprinkle Sprinkle or Too Pretty to Pay Bills. If you want a short guide for beginners, definitely get I Bring Nothing to the Table. But there's way more books, so just go check them out on Amazon. All the links are in the description bar. You say you know the lyrics, but you never paid attention? That's because you don't hear Mike. I gotta listen to the lyrics. Uh-oh. Hi, Shira. Potential sent you 1.4K in a month. Oh, he spent that much on you? Okay. And asked me to be his girlfriend. Should I only say yes if he pay bills? Is 2K a lot in bills, or just ask for... Okay, you're 21, he's 39. Okay. He need to be paying all your bills, and you need to double them bills or put something on it. So if your bills are 2K, they need to be 3K. Okay? That way you getting 2K and you saving 1K. So your bills are now 3K. Tell him they're 3K. Make sure he puts you on automatic deposit every month so that money goes into your account to pay your bills. Tell him all your bills are on automatic pay. You just need him to put the money in your bank. Sprinkle. All right. So your bills are 2K, they 3K now. Or 4, whatever he can afford. Sprinkle. And then save the rest. All right. Double or put some on it. Don't do the bare minimum, because as soon as he starts pulling back, it ain't gonna be enough. Get the most. You can't be nobody's girlfriend unless they're paying all the bills. They can't take you off the market and claim you if they're not providing for you. Okay, that's how to ask them. Say, well, tell him this. If you want me to be your girlfriend, what is your definition of girlfriend? Because it might be different than mine. So let him tell you what he thinks a girlfriend is. And then you tell him what a girlfriend is. It's someone that he totally provides for to take off the market financially. Okay? Because look, what if you're dating him? He's not paying your bills. You're struggling. Another man swoops in and says, girl, I don't know why you with him. I'll pay all your bills if you was mine. What are you supposed to do? You go with the one that's going to pay them all, or say, no, I got to stick with my Dusty. No, you got to make sure you're doing what's best for you. Okay? Sprinkle. No man can take you off the market and claim you unless he claim your bills. All right? Sprinkle. Yes. What does it mean? What? If a guy you rejected calls you a pick-me, tell him his mama is a pick-me. Sprinkle. And be gone. Okay. He made illusions in second date plan. What? Mentions restaurant and orgasmic dessert. Double text says he means his choice of words. Do I address it? Start talking financial, baby. It's like, I love rich, decadent Dessert. Okay. Anything with edible gold. I love those gold coin chocolates. Just start talking about money. Same way he just did with you, but do it with money. See what he do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I love rich, decadent, generous desserts. There you go. Uh-huh. Somebody said talk about your bills. Well, he's trying to double talk and make like, you know, alluring comments talking about the food. Or you do the same thing with money because he trying to do something without doing something. Do the same thing but with money. Uh, Thanks for this live share. You got tickets to the event the 13th edition of some fundraiser. Address 777 feels like destiny. Yes, ma'am. Have fun. Take pics. You never know. You can meet people like I'll tag you. You know, you can meet people like that. Girl, get to them events. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And sometimes the events have swag bags too. You know, you can take home some gifts and stuff. Sometimes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You like my makeup today? Appreciate that. Okay. You said men are not giving you their money for nothing. They expect something in return. Well, your presence is enough. If they expect more than that, then they need to go find somebody that's selling stuff. Okay. Your presence is a gift. Being seen in public with a beautiful woman ups your status. That's enough. Okay. Because if you give an ugly woman money, you still don't want to be seen out in public with her, now do you? Okay. Are you taking ugly somewhere? No, you're not. Why? Because her beauty and her presence is a gift to you and your status. You're not finna take some ugly chick on your arm. You ain't finna give her no money. So what are you getting in exchange? Exactly. Not having to drag an ugly chick around on your arm. That's what you get. All right. You get to be seen out in public with somebody that looks good instead of somebody that you're embarrassed of. That's it. So make sure you have some of that money. Make sure you're spending some of that money and stop saying you want to get something for something because you know you can just go hire people for that you don't have to take anywhere. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Either way, some woman is getting some money sometime. Either way, no matter what you're doing. If you want something, go find somebody that's giving out stuff. If you want to be seen out in public with somebody that don't look like who did it and why, or you're gonna have to spend some money. Okay? Pick a struggle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna want something in return. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sure there's some ugly woman texting you right now that you could be out with for free. I'm sure there is. So she'll give you everything. Go find her. Go find her, baby. Hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get your boyfriend to give you an allowance? Bring it up. So every time I go somewhere, people always ask me, you know, do I have a boyfriend? Do I have a boyfriend? And it's like, yeah, uh, I do. Well, if I was your boyfriend, you wouldn't have to be working. Or if I was your boyfriend, I would pay all your bills. So it got me thinking, you need to be paying all these bills. That's what you need to tell him. Tell him he can put you on direct deposit. And he won't even have to think about it. It'll just go in there automatically every month. Okay. You said, how do you keep high standards if men don't want to spoil? Your standards aren't high if you ask that question, because you're not going to be dealing with men who don't like you 10 times more. You're not going to be dealing with men who don't want to spoil. Why are you dealing with that? Why are you even entertaining it? Why are you even asking a question about it? Okay. Your standards aren't high if you're attracting men that don't spoil. Your standards are high. You're going to dress cute and be in nice places. Okay. You're going to look good and you're going to attract men that have money. So your standards are going to stay high, and they're going to take you to places where your standards can stay high without you having to compromise. So go to places where your standards are going to stay high. You don't have to lower them. Go to places with valet parking. Go to places on the rich side of town. You know what I'm saying? Men that have money already know women are expensive. That's nothing. That's common sense on, at a certain tax bracket. That's common sense. They already know women cost money. If you with somebody that don't want to spend, don't want to spoil, they're in a low tax bracket anyway. Move out of their way and go get another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As soon as you hear poverty talk, move. Walk away. Okay? That's not your standards. Y'all be listening to these people that you don't need to be listening to. I don't want to spoil you because you're in the wrong tax bracket. You can't. That's just, you know what I mean? You said, why do you keep attracting dusties even after leveling up? You got to change your environment where dusties can't get. Okay? You got to change the environment that you're in. Go to the rich side of town. Go to where drinks cost $25, $30. Go where there's valet parking. You're not going to run into dust. Go to events, go to fundraisers, go to galas, go to places where you have to wear formal attire, cocktail dress, whatever. Go to those places. Look up on Eventbrite and, find something that's happening in your city and go. You got to get away from brokenness. You got to get away from dusties. They're not over there. Okay? You know they're not over there. So go over there. Then they won't be bothering you because they're not over there. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how are we going to fundraisers? In a car. Just get in there and drive over there, man. Or in a Lyft, or in an Uber, or in a taxi, or in a limo. However you get there, that's how you get there. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what do I think about education? I think education is nothing without common sense. You got to have some common sense too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is your advice for women who work a lot and don't have time to socialize? Get a sugar daddy. So you got time to socialize. So you ain't got to work a lot. Okay, that's my advice. What do you want me to tell you? Win the lottery? Slip and fall at Walmart? I don't know. Go get you a sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Shortcut. I'm telling y'all have all these like, I can't go nowhere. I can't. Oh, free yourself. Go get you an old sugar daddy. Get his money. Start a business. Get your money and go do what you want. Do you know? Let me tell y'all. When I first started my YouTube channel, like years and years ago, and maybe after about 5 years in, a lot of women would tell me a lot of women do that. They're tired of working. They're done. They're like, I'm just gonna go. If I have to deal with all these people and the job that I hate, and I have no time for myself, I have no time to socialize. I'm just gonna go date some guy that's gonna give me a lot of money so I can start my own business or invest in myself and not have to do that anymore. A lot of people think that's shameful, but it's not. If you're gonna deal with some man anyway that can't do nothing for you, that's more shameful. Some of y'all are rolling around on a mattress and work 70 hours a week. Or some of y'all are working 70 hours a week and can't meet anybody, not even no dust. So free your time up, free yourself. If you're going to deal with a man, they might as well be beneficial. That's all I'm saying. Or if you got rich parents, ask them for some money. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle, but find a way. Mm-hmm. But what if you go to a rich area multiple times and no one approaches? Do you go every day? Got to go every day, not just once or twice a week or twice a month. Got to go every day, every day. Eventually, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. That means the more you go, the higher your chances will increase. So get out and get over there. Keep going. Because the more you go out on the dusty side of town, the higher your chances increase of a dusty approaching you. So it's quite the opposite when you go to the rich side of town. The more you go over there, the higher your chances get. You're going to be more observant. You're going to learn. You're going to see other people. You're going to see what they're doing. You're going to see how they dress, how they do their hair, how they wear their makeup. You're gonna start to see people and they're going to recognize you because you go there all the time. They're going to start to nod. They're going to eventually speak. You got to keep going. Where are your necklaces from? Thank you, Jazz. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got these. Okay, the shop that I got these from. It's like this little cute local boutique where I live. It's called Love Always Boutique. That's like the bag right there. That I've been shopping actually today. I'm gonna post their website here, Love Always Boutique, and you can get jewelry there. They have like really nice jewelry, and they have a line called Melinda Maria. It's really nice. I think what's her name, Bethany from Housewives. She wears their jewelry too. I've seen her talk about it on Instagram, but definitely check out Love Always Boutique. They have the cutest clothes, shoes, jewelry, everything. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Smile. So you got an RB face, smile. Smile or smirk. If it's too hard to smile, then smirk. But resting face looks like you got problems and you mad at everybody. So smile or smirk. Yeah, you said you didn't grow up around money. How can you be confident? Most people that have money, they didn't grow up around money either. They got the money. Okay. If you look good, that's all that matters. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look good. Be polite. Have some manners. That's literally it. Unless you're really super de-duper, ratchet. Like, I understand it. Are you ratchet? Because there's ratchet people with money too. But I'm going to tell you, if you're worried about your level of ratchetness, then you need to act. You need to learn how to act like you're not ratchet. You gotta learn how to act bougie, okay? Fake it till you make it, man. If you're super ratchet, just pretend like you're playing a role of a bougie woman, and then go from there. That's all you gotta do until you actually start being able to. Someone says take an etiquette class. Yes, there are etiquette classes or videos on YouTube that you could watch on the proper etiquette. Da 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 da. You know, allow people to finish their sentences and then you speak. Da da. It's going to teach you the basic stuff. But if you're afraid that you're not going to fit in, then do your research, take some etiquette classes or watch an etiquette video on YouTube. Try to speak, more properly. Have the appropriate attire to wear to the events. And if you're super ratchet, then try not to act ratchet. Oh, you're Australian from a poor area? All right. How do the proper Australians say no? Do they say nar or no? I always wanted to ask that. Is it proper to say nar? Do you come here often? Nar. I love the Australian nar. You said nar, it's so bad. You're not supposed to say nar? Mm. Okay, don't say nar. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said old men don't like you dropping the F bomb. Yeah, less foul language. Actually, no foul language at all. That's one way to clean up your act. Real quick is stop using curse words. You said nar is right, but Aussies say it more effortlessly. I love that when they say nar. Yeah, stop cursing. A lady doesn't curse. I mean, of course, if people make you mad and it's, but like not at social events, you know, none of those things. Like just be a lady. Do I recommend dating apps for young women? Do you read the title of this? Go to events and get off of dating websites. I don't like it at all unless, I mean, I can't tell y'all what to do. I just don't think it's the way to go. Okay. Do what y'all want. I just don't think it's the way to go. It looks like a bunch of desperate people looking for each other to be desperate with. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, when you finally get a rich man, how do you stop him from finding about the sneaky link? What do you mean the sneaky link? If he's old enough, he ain't gonna be looking for no sneaky link. He's gonna be looking for a nap. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Get you an old one. You said the side dude, he gonna be sleep. He ain't gonna be looking for nothing but some sleep. Y'all know the answers. I don't know why y'all keep asking me dumb questions. Okay. Anyways, you said, do us older post-menopausal women even have a chance anymore? Yeah, if y'all look good. Y'all see Beyonce mama out there? Tina Knowles? I know she post-menopausal. She still look good. Take care of herself, put on her makeup, do her hair, wear her outfits, get her nails done. Be sitting up there, going to events, doing everything. Be Tina Knowles. Get you a wig. Look. Get you a wig and go click on that link that I have for y'all. Get you that red lipstick. I have like a whole kit of my favorites on Gerard Cosmetics. You get you a red lipstick, a black eyeliner, some powder, and some setting spray. Get you a Tina Knowles wig and get out there, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look at Beyonce mama everywhere. And she's in her 70s. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how I'm gonna be. Y'all ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna be outside just like Beyonce mama. Still. Sis. Shout out to Tina Knowles. Look, that's gonna be me when I get up. Okay, you can still look good. Okay, I see women out everywhere looking good at whatever age. She might be wearing designer this and designer that, but you get the same look. Take care of yourself. Stop dealing with dust. You know? All right. Dating sites are horrible. You had to get off. You just returned from a cube event. Oh, a cute event. Vamp life. Okay, ma'am. Or Princess Hannah, Sprinkle. Yeah. It's event season. Y'all get out there. Thank you. You said Lisa Ray is double your age and can still take your man. Okay. Sprinkle. Yeah, yeah. It's all about your attitude and how you take care of yourself. Prepping to tell husband you're going to quit work at 6 months pregnant, excited but nervous. Any advice? What he gonna do? He can't do nothing but go get another job. Sprinkle. Girl, tell him your doctor said you got to be on bed rest. Go to your doctor and tell him to put you on bed rest because you'll try to work it. Then you have a doctor's note, and now he got to go get a job, a second job, or hopefully he can swing, with one job and just be able to pay for everything. Thank you, quiet as it's kept. Sprinkle. Thank you, Shira, for all you do. Words can express the wisdom you bestow upon us. I am forever grateful. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle. So, yeah. As soon as you found out you was pregnant, you should have quit your job, girl. You should have been like, "Ooh, I'm on bed rest forever." Until, just kidding, huh? You don't want to be on bed rest forever. You want to be on bed rest while you're pregnant. Because you're not supposed to be working anyway, man. He should feel ashamed of himself. Okay, sprinkle. Now you on stay-at-home mom rest. Oh, I don't want to go back. I want to stay at home with the baby. Figure it out. Tell him that. He the man. Okay. Good luck, ma'am. Sprinkle. Mm-hmm. He said, can you get money from men on the internet? You don't want to talk to men in person? Yeah, find the stupid ones. Or find the ones that think y'all finna meet and never will. Sprinkle. You know how to lie, right? Find the ones that think y'all finna meet, but never will. You know how y'all be on them dating websites talking to all these men? They say y'all gonna go on a date and they never call you. Sprinkle. All right. Anyway, y'all. Yes. We were talking about the events that y'all should be going to versus being on dating websites. So, ladies, there are always cool events to go to. And you can break out your shoes, your dresses, and all those types of things. And you can actually dress for the life you want. Because at the events, there are going to be people there. And you get to shine. You get to be around like-minded people, meet new people, all that kind of stuff. So definitely get out there. And I was telling y'all earlier, look, buy the outfit first, then find the event. Go to Eventbrite and look up events that you can wear your outfit to or your dress or whatever. Go alone. Go take a family member, meet new people there, you know, not a problem. Have fun, live your life. Okay. Okay, so the real deal says that she says, I was dating a guy who took me on fundraiser circuits with billionaires. That is now my new aim, to find dates to get me to these events. Or you can go by yourself, or you can meet them there and go out another time with them to the next event. Yes, ma'am. So for sure, get to those events. That's where the money is. Especially the formal events. Especially the formal events. Why? Because most of the time, the formal events, the men have to wear suits or tuxedos. And usually they're expensive, the tickets are high, or they're fundraisers and the tickets are high. So you know they got money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. He said, what would be your top 5 things for higher self-esteem? Fake it till you make it. Get out there anyway. Do it if you're scared. Look good, feel good every day. Put yourself as a priority. That's all you got to do. Main character energy. There's nothing else you can do. That's it. Get up and make it happen. Live the life you want to live. Stop doubting yourself. Be the main character of your life. Fake it till you make it. And eventually you're not going to be faking it. Okay? Stop looking for ways to boost this and boost that and just go do it. Okay? If your job was to boost your self-esteem and you wouldn't get paid unless you did it, you would go do it. So pretend it's your job and go do it. Okay? Y'all can clock in and work for other people and do tasks on a list and check them off all day, every day, but you can't do nothing for yourself. Why? If you were getting paid for it, you probably do it. So go do it because it's going to pay off eventually. It's going to pay off. Main character energy. Just do it anyway. Whatever you're scared of, whatever you're afraid that people are going to say about you, get it out the way and get it done and get it over with and move forward. People are going to say something, whether you do this or that. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Get you a nice outfit, do your hair, makeup, and get out there. Okay? You're going to waste your life being scared, or do something about it. All right. What can be high events that we are talking about? Just go to Eventbrite, type in your city, and look for galas, fundraisers, or whatever you're trying to go to. Networking events, they have everything. You can pick and choose. And then you can mark it on your calendar. You can buy tickets, or sometimes they're free. Eventbrite, Eventbrite, Eventbrite. Y'all need to sponsor me, Eventbrite, as much as I done said this. Eventbrite. Type it in. Go to, yeah. Or y'all ask Chat GPT. Maybe they can help you about where the events are in your city. You never know. Okay. Ask Chat GPT where the rich man at. What events the rich people gonna be at this weekend? There you go. Yes, Eventbrite, Dolly. Let me put it on the screen for you. There you go. Eventbrite. Go look that up, baby. And all the events of your city are gonna pop up. Just put in your city name or your zip code. Okay. Okay, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I discovered your channel this week and 6 months pregnant. Listen to you while at work. Thanks for your mindset shift. Was raised to think women should work. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Well, if you have a man and you're pregnant, they're supposed to be working and taking care of you. Your job is to bring life into this world, since that's what you're already doing. So you're literally working double. You know, your body is tired. You're growing a life inside you. The man should have that. They should have, the bills and paying for you. Thank you, yo girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You work at a casino, you're 28, and there's a player who is 56. He spent thousands and tell me I'm beautiful. How do I get him to ask me out? Okay, tell him he's handsome. He's 56 years old. You can tell an old man he's handsome, not a young one. Second, you're handsome, and maybe he'll ask you out. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because not many people probably gonna tell him that. All right, unless he is handsome, then tell him he's funny. Okay, or he's something. But when next time he compliments you, give him like a little compliment back and smile, and maybe he will. But if he's always in the casino, I don't know. Do you really want to date a gambler? All right. I wouldn't really chance it. I'm going for the owner, not the gamblers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. I always see a lot of art events when I look on the Eventbrite. Art galleries, gallery openings, and stuff like that. Those are nice to go to as well. If you're looking for something laid back and free, and a lot of the gallery openings or the gallery, they have free drinks and like you can just mingle and you can dress nice. So if you're on a budget, go to the art gala openings or stuff like that. Okay, you'll take the gambler. Okay, free agent girl. Well, good luck, man. Okay. You're 22, he's 40, been together for 4 years. Now he act like you bring misery to him. Okay, that's because he don't like you. What are you asking for now? Like a 40-year-old is going to date a 22-year-old or however old he was in his 30s when he met you, right? And you was way young. He thought you were going to be easy peasy. He thought he was just going to be able to take you out to Applebee's and take you to formerly Forever 21 that no longer exists. He thought he was just going to be able to take you to do that. And now you're probably getting older and want more out of life. Guys only date younger women because they can't afford to date women their own age. You're probably maturing, and especially being with an older man, you're going to want more out of life. He should be able to give it to you, and he can't. That's why he's dating someone so young. He can't give it to you. He can't give it to anybody his own age, because if he could, he'd be there. Now you're getting wiser. Now you're getting smarter, and you want more from him, and he thinks you're making him miserable because you probably sound like women his age now. Okay? He wants you to be young and stupid and naive and just go with the flow. So go get you another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you one on the side and do something, man. If he's bringing you misery, go bring someone else happiness. If you're bringing him misery, go bring someone else happiness. Who cares? As long as they have money, you're getting everything you want out of it. That's probably the best bet because he's telling you he don't like you no more. Time to move on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're 22. He's 40. What are you supposed to do? Stop bringing him misery? Well, tell him to bring you some money then. All right. So you bring me some money, I'll get out your face. No more misery. I'm going to be out shopping and do what I do. Okay. You said, how old of a man should you date when you're 30? Girl, you could date any age as long as they're legal. But if you're asking about older, if you're 30, I'll go for the 50s. Anybody in their 50s, man. All right. They're going to be spending and happy to spend. Okay. Yeah. If you don't like older guys, then date what you can date that has money. I don't know. Someone says she needs to remind him of his age. Yeah. The 40-year-old still thinks he's 20 something. Well, you're 45, he's 62. He buys you a lot of gifts, but rarely answers his phone when he is out of town on business trips for business company or for bus company. How to get him to buy LV bag as punishment for missing your calls. Tell him before he misses the call. Say, okay, next time you go to town, if you don't answer your phone, you got to buy me this bag. Tell him. See what he do. See if he answer the phone. If you don't, have the bag in your cart or on hold at the store when he gets back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And take him straight there or get his credit card. And tell him, okay, since you didn't call me, then now we got to go get the purse. Act like you're glad you didn't call. Act like you're glad he didn't call. So you can get this purse. Then he going to start calling or answering the phone. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. All right. Someone says get money, not the purse. Well, either way, get something. Get whatever you need to get. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So, and y'all, that's another good place if y'all are trying to meet men with money that's older. Events are good places to do that as well, because like charity events, galas, people that are throwing these events, they always want to invite older people because they know they got money to spend. And so they'll network and invite all the old people or whatever, whatever. And, maybe they'll visit their company and say, oh, we're going to give out tickets to this gala. You're invited, da, da, da. So they're trying to get the people with the big money into the events. And so a lot of the time, if you're looking for somebody older with money, you're going to need to go to the fundraisers and the galas because people get invited to them based on their ability to give money. So that's why you need to be there instead of on a dating website where people are just sitting there lying to you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, but if you want him to call, wouldn't that mean that you care? I guess you care. I really wouldn't care as long as he left me some money and a credit card and, access to the funds. I wouldn't care if he answered or not because I probably wouldn't be calling anyway. He'd be trying to call me. So, I mean, yes, naturally, if that were me, I probably wouldn't be calling because I don't care. But you seem to care. That's true. But I think she just wants, to make sure she can get her purse or her money. I don't know. But either way, get paid. Either way, don't matter. If you care or not, still get paid. For him not answering that phone. Either way. Either get paid before he leave or get paid when he come back. But get the money. Or the purse or whatever. You said how to date in survival mode. Get a sugar daddy so you don't have to be in survival mode. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get a sugar daddy so you don't have to be in struggle mode. Look, I know y'all don't like that answer, but what do you want me to tell you? Keep struggling? Okay. You should not date in survival mode. Get out of survival mode first. I agree with that, man. That's why you need a little sugar daddy on the side to get out of survival mode, and then you can go date for real. But make sure they got money to spend and to provide. There you go. You said you had a sugar daddy in his late 50s and nearly 60s when you was 22. And you did not have to struggle. Definitely worth it. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle. Yep. Take the shortcut sometimes. Y'all, a lot of people will say, SheRaSeven just say to date all men. Okay, well, someone who hasn't clocked in since the age of 22, take the shortcut. Or y'all taking the long way. Okay, well, you sitting there clocked in and working hard and sitting in traffic. A lot of women are like, I'm done. I'm retired early, 22. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You could be out at the spa, going to lunch, shopping, doing whatever you want. You ain't got to be working. Okay. Okay. You said older guys typically have more money. Yeah, because they've been working forever. They got their careers on track. They got savings. They have good credit, 401k, AARP, AAA, whatever. Okay. You said hi to you with the girls. Exactly. We're not meant to work hard. No, we're not. There's no need to struggle when you don't have to, unless you want to. There you go. Hmm. Okay, you said what? You dated a millionaire? Now dating a billionaire in Aruba who has a girlfriend on the side. What should I do? I got 3 backup men. Girl, keep dating them. They all got girlfriends on the side. Ain't nothing new. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the money. Make sure you're investing into yourself. They all got 3 girlfriends on the side. You thought you was the only one? He ain't the only one. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got some, he got some. Just get his money and protect yourself. Don't be doing nothing stupid. Okay. I don't think women mind that much anymore because they're gonna have the same thing. They might have some, he might have some. Who cares? You got some money? You got some money? Wonderful. When you're done, you can be done and you'll be having money. If you want to stay with him, stay with him. Maybe the other ones will dismiss themselves. Who knows? Okay. Lady Sarita wants to know where you found a billionaire at, girl. Okay. It's easy to find them if you were in Texas because there's lots of oil money and tech money. So lots of times you can do energy companies, like owners that of oil companies, energy companies, they got billions, baby. Mm-hmm. You said become a flight attendant on a private jet. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're 25 and retired. Good, congratulations, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh, okay. You said you're in North Texas, haven't found one yet. Go to Houston. There's lots of them in Houston. Lots. Dallas, Houston, Austin. All right. Said billionaires broke in NYC. Okay. You said they all cheat, even the broke ones. Okay, yeah. Why y'all worrying about that? Worry about the money. You said, how do you feel about women smoking weed? As long as they don't smell like weed, I don't care. I think, look, I think if people can tell you do it, I think that's the problem because of what it does, what it looks like on people. But if nobody knows and you don't smell like it, and you just took a gummy or something, I don't really care. But if you smell like it and look like it, I don't know. It's not very feminine. Unless unless you just don't care. Okay. You say you're so glad you grew out of weed. I mean, if I know all the young people gonna do it, and da, 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 but I'm just saying, once you get to a certain age, a certain caliber, you know, you're probably gonna let all that stuff go. Hopefully. Okay. I don't know. I'm too old. I'm too old to be dealing with that kind of stuff. Like I'm too bougie. I don't know. That's like I didn't grow up doing that type of stuff. So I guess it's just how you grew up, what you choose to do. I think I'm high on life naturally. I don't really need it. Like seriously, I'm high on life. I don't need none of that stuff. I be drinking water, tea, and just be happy. Have a glass of champagne. I don't really need like I think once I don't know because like a lot of people need it to feel something or some type of way. I already feel good, so I don't really need it. All right, yeah. Hi, Shira. What is the minimum yearly salary for a man to be considered provider potential? How to tell him you want to be provided when he asks you to be his girlfriend? Well, this is your homework, Sierra. Go and price out your dream home. Go see how much it costs. Go find a house in the type of neighborhood you want to live in with a good school district and see how much that house costs. Okay. Then go try to find the type of car you want to be driving while you live in that house and see how much that costs. Then look up the insurance on it, the yearly maintenance on it, and then go try to figure out how you want to dress and go look up the price of, a wardrobe. Then maybe some spa treatments and beauty treatments, nails, hair, and see how much you cost. Go see how much you cost to be happy. And then you see if that man makes enough money to give you the lifestyle that you want. And also add in some vacations, a couple of vacations a year. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then you'll figure it out. In this day and age, in order for you to live the lifestyle that you want, they probably need to make a high six figures or more. Mid to high six figures. Okay. Mid to high six figures or more in this day and age. All right. So that's how much you cost, man. Go figure it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you already got the house on your own? Okay. If you already got a house, what kind of vacation house do you want? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What kind of beach house would you like? What kind of boat would you like? Like, you know what I'm saying? You already got a house, then he could get you another house. You can have two. You need to make enough to buy you another house. He needs to make enough to get the vacation home, the boat or something. What y'all doing? It's because you already got a house don't mean nothing. He still got to get you something. The lake house. Where's the lake house? Where's the summer house? Where's the winter lodge? Go for that. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're a grown woman and already got a house, then you need to find a man that has a house too. or that could get you a house elsewhere as well. So you have two. You said the tree house. Okay. Or maybe he can buy you a car that costs just as much as a house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you don't need another house, then get a car that costs the same as a house and have fun. Or get you a couple of cars. Or start you a business. Tell them about your business. Do something. Okay. I'm serious. I was just going through some old pictures of like one of my friends back in the day. Uh-huh. And her husband got her a bar and a lake house and a boat. Okay. So don't let these people off the hook. Don't let these guys get away with not doing the most. You're right. How to make him think you're not a money digger, but I need a provider man to be feeling safe. Tell him there's no romance without finance. Like safety is money in this era. Safety is money. Mm-hmm. So I equate, being provided for the same as being protected because, having money is protection. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said money digger sounds funny. So you just want the money. Mm-hmm. Now, let me tell y'all something because I know this sounds like money digger, gold digger. Women don't really need to focus so much on the money if the men already knew their roles. We wouldn't have to say nothing about no money if the men knew their roles or providers. Were if the men knew that money impresses us or being generous impresses us or gifting impresses us or giving us things that will allow us to thrive and do better. If they just did that naturally, we wouldn't have to be sitting up here talking about it all the time. They lost their sense of direction and their sense of purpose. So therefore, women have to keep reminding them. You know what I mean? It's not about we're greedy, we're this. We need this stuff. What do you want us to do? Go give birth in the sewer? Okay. We need a nice home. We need comfort. We need a nice neighborhood. We need good school districts. We need clean drinking water. Okay. We need places that to go and take our kids that are safe. Can't do that if you're broke, sir. Why do we keep talking? Because y'all ain't doing enough. Do better. And you'll never hear us talking about that again if it doesn't need to be spoken about. Take the bare minimum and shut up. Get to work 9 months pregnant. Sir, you go live by yourself under the bridge. Goodbye. A lot of people don't realize women don't need to talk about this and sound like they're asking for too much. That's what they're supposed to have, especially if they're dealing with a man. See, these guys today have forgotten that that's what their job is, to provide for women. If you're going to be in a woman's life, it's supposed to make it better, not worse. Okay. If you don't come to bring and add to us and benefit us, then why is Pick Misha letting you in? You see, it's also Pick Misha's fault, y'all. They just be so desperate to be with some man that they mess it up for everybody. Now these men out here walking around talking about I don't have to do that because Pick Misha roll out on the mattress for free and don't ask for nothing. Okay. So Pick Misha, stop it. Get up off the mattress and stop rolling around and learn your value. Go to some events, ma'am. Get off the dating apps. Take them caterpillar lashes off. Get off them dating apps. Stop taking butt pictures or your head is turned around looking like the exorcist and your booty looking like it's on the wrong side. Stop doing all of that. Okay. Take a picture of yourself in a nice, elegant dress, looking like you're a lady or something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. Okay. You said not the exorcist, for real. You should treat yourself like, literally, ladies, you should treat yourself like you're royalty. You can't roll around on a mattress with no dust. You can't be seen on no date nap. You're too good for that. You got to go to nice events where you get to dress up and wear nice jewelry and a dress. You're royalty. You're a princess. You're a goddess. Stop rolling around like a bed bug. A bed bug. Stop. Get off the mattress. You a bed bug. All right. Get out there and sparkle and shine and be the main character and dress up and go places. Treat yourself like you want to live, like you deserve. And other people are going to treat you the same. You think if a man meets you out at a gala dressed up in a nice gown that they're going to take you to coffee or Applebee's? No. Or the McDonald's drive-thru, or ask you to be a bed bug and roll around on a bed with them? No. They're going to ask you out to another similar event or take you to a nice restaurant or whatever. So know your value and know your worth. Stop being a pick me. You should get up and do better. You said advice for clothing. Dress, like, buy the clothing first and then find the event. That's my advice. So let your shopping inspire you for the event you're gonna choose to attend. You know, you feel like dressing up, go buy you an evening gown. You don't have to buy it brand new if you're on a budget. You can go to resale shops. You can go online on Poshmark and buy one. Some people have bridesmaids dresses or evening gowns that they wear once and then sell it. You know, um, if you can afford it, then go buy one brand new if you want to. And then resell it to make money later if you don't want to wear it again. But still, anybody can go get an evening gown. They have also like different places where that's all they sell is, evening gowns. And there's some that are expensive, some that are more, some that are less. Go get you one. Have fun. Or if you don't want a gown, how about a nice cocktail dress or something semi-formal or whatever, and then choose the event and go. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said you wear pants too much. Yeah, try getting out of the pants because like it's easy to fall into that wearing pants and stuff like that. But when you're going out, when you're going to be social, if you're gonna wear pants, they should be like flowy, like in a silky or satiny material because those are more feminine. Or wear a dress or a skirt. Okay. Okay. Yes, I said stop being a bed bug for real. If you always on the mattress, that's what you are. mm-hmm. Anyway, but if you go out, definitely like try to do. If you're going to events, I would definitely try to opt for more skirts or dresses because it's just more feminine. You know. Even if you do pants, make sure maybe choose feminine colors. Okay. Sparkle. Mhm. You said he asked you to go to the park and you blocked him. Good for you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm proud. Thanks for blocking him because he thought he ate with that and he did not. Okay. Why do men ask women out on park dates? That's my question. Are they homeless? Is that where they live? You trying to take you home already or no? What do you do when you fall for people too fast? Love yourself. Honestly, when people fall for other people too fast, it's because they are not looking at that relationship to find benefits. They're looking at it to find acceptance and to be wanted. They're looking for validation. You need to be looking for money. Okay. If they're not beneficial financially, why are you falling for them? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. This again, sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know how you could be falling for them fast if they're not falling for your bills first. Okay. Nothing impressive. I don't want you if you can't pay all the bills and give me some spending money and take me somewhere I don't really want to go. I can't fall for anybody that can't do the most. So how are you falling for them? Are they doing the most? Are they just taking you on shopping sprees, buying you jewelry? Is that why you're falling for 'em? I mean, it's understandable if that's the reason, but if they're not doing it, I don't understand. We speak in different languages. What you falling for? Brokenness? Their inability to pay your bills? What you falling for? Lies? Mm-mm. Man, fall for some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said girls are wearing silky lingerie slips on the street as if they were whole outfits. Yes, that's the style now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. It's like power of suggestion. They're wearing silky, satiny, like lacy things to make like men think of certain things, and so they spend more money. All right. I think I did a whole video talking about that. Like when you choose your outfits, also understand that your outfits are going to snare the senses as well. How soft your fabric looks, how similar it looks to lingerie. It doesn't have to be revealing. It just has to look like some people have beautiful silky satiny like camis on or like slips or slip skirts or dresses and stuff like that. It looks really sexy and pretty, but it's not showing anything. So it just makes the mind of like these guys like think, oh, that's what she probably looks like when she gets ready for bed at night. And then like when you're just sitting up there looking at them like this with your eyes and asking them for some money, they're just sitting up there looking at you like, oh my gosh, this is what it would be like if she was like sitting across from me in the bed. Here, sure, you can have all the money. You know what I'm saying? So the softer and more silky and like bedroom ready that you appear, that's where their mind is going to go, and you get more money. That's why they're walking around the street looking like that. Man, they're trying to get this money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh huh. Good tips. Good tips. And look, that's a good alternative. Like if you're going to cocktail hour or a semi-formal event, slip dresses are perfect because you can either dress them up or they can be more, dressy casual, depending on how you do your hair, your makeup, and the jewelry that you pair with it, or if you have like a shrug, a scarf, whatever you put over it, the shoes that you choose, you can dress them up or dress them down, but they're still very silky or satiny or lacy. You could do a lot with it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said money is not on your mind, then you on the wrong channel, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is the money channel. This ain't no lover girl channel, baby. Mm-mm. This is about the money. You know why? Because have you ever been on a channel where a man was looking for his true love? Have you ever been on a channel where a man was in the comments talking about, I'm looking for my true love. How come I fall for women too fast and want to give them everything? No, you haven't, right? Because they're not looking for true love. Okay? So you need to be looking for some money. Because if a man truly loves you, he'll want to provide for you and give you everything you want and need. Okay. You say he cheated? We're financially tied. How do you detach? Girl, get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All being cheap, ma'am. Did you know that? What kind of house you want? What kind of car you want? Take him to the dealership. Upgrade your vehicle. Tell him to put something in your savings account. I don't know. Make sure he understands that cheating wasn't free. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How much you charging him for that? What you finna get out of it? You finna get you a lake house? I know that's right. Oh, he can't afford that and he cheated. Is he broke? I don't know. Does he have money or is he broke? Because it's always really bad if a broke man cheat on you, girl. That's super bad. If he's super broke, go ahead and start dating somebody that got super money. Start dating them. Maybe they'll pay for your divorce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This girl was in the comments yesterday talking about she met her a new man and he gonna pay for her divorce from her old one. I started laughing. I'm like, girl, get it, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, ma'am, do what you gotta do. You said you are building a family project supposed to close end of year. Okay, well, I don't know what that means, but I'm not building with no man. So I'm sorry for you. Will your 4-year-olds what be traumatized if you leave his dad? You're 26, he's 47, and used to control you and all of your money, but now works for the last year, but uses me as a crutch if he falls behind on bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your 4-year-old ain't gonna remember hardly nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is he in kindergarten? Actually, you can still have like they can still visit each other if he's not being the type of provider that you want. Why would you stay and suffer? You know what I mean? Like tell him either get it together or you're gonna be on child support too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Sometimes they'll get it together so you don't put them on child support. You need to tell them you serious. Look, if you don't get it together, you're gonna be on child support because we got. You can still see, you know, you're already traumatized if you're struggling. That's already trauma. Being with a grown, able-bodied man and still struggling with a child is still trauma. So either way, you figured it out, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said you hate dust. Yeah. If you continue to let him see his dad be a dusty, he might grow up and be a dusty. Okay. He gonna grow up to talk. Well, my mama paid for everything. Well, my daddy sat on the couch. He gonna be one of them dusties in the comments, sounding like, oh, women need to work. My mama worked. She paid the bill. My daddy didn't do this. My daddy didn't do that. My daddy was dusty. Do you want him to have a dusty father? An example of being dust? Oh, Kari, sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. That's up to you, man. It's your baby. I mean, he could still visit him. He still got a daddy. You been on child support, or he can look at what an example of being a dusty is and learn from that. What you want to do? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said you saw what your women in the family went through. You will be making your own money. You won't be making the same mistake. Yeah, get your own money, get his too, ma'am. If you going if you have your own money, great. But if you're gonna deal with a man, get his too as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, "What stuck till you're in? You get a man who'll fund you. What stuck till year end? Should you get you a man who will fund you? Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, you should." Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, okay, okay. And events that are free. You ready? Broke people, get your pens out. No, I was kidding. Events that are free. Dealership events. Luxury car dealership events are free. Okay. So find whatever luxury car dealership you like. Usually around the holidays, they have some type of event. You can look it up online, call in and ask when their holiday event is or their holiday, whatever, whatever. Look it up online, they'll tell you. But they always have some type of event for these car dealerships. Okay. Go to those. Somebody said mega churches with rich mega pastors. Okay. And usually they invite the rich congregation members that donate a lot of money to these events. If y'all are into that, yes. Yes. Go to those. Go to those things. Okay. What? Okay. And then also conventions. Sometimes those aren't free, but they're worth it because sometimes they're over a span of days. So if you like divide it up, it's kind of worth it. Okay. So like engineering events or conferences, the tickets are like maybe $500, but it's over a span of 3 to 5 days, and you get lunches, you get happy hours, you get networking events, you get what you call it, seminars. Even if you don't care nothing about whatever they're talking about, you're still in there with people who paid and who care and who are actually in that field, you know? So you can just be sitting there looking cute, sitting there in an oil conference or an engineering conference, just sitting there looking pretty, where all the people are there because they own oil businesses or they work in tech or whatever type, and they're gonna have social hours, and you're gonna get to meet all these top earning types of men. It's not, some of them are free, or you can sneak in there for free if you look cute. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. So, but won't they ask field related questions? Of course they will. To another man, and if you look good, they're not going to ask you no field related questions. They're going to ask you your name, and you can just say you here with your brother, cousin, uncle, whatever. Mm-hmm. Aunt, grandma, something, sister, cousin, Aunt Ethel. There you go. You said, why do you think men care about body count? They don't. Y'all want me to go into it? Why men don't care about body count? They don't care about body count because they'd be counting the bodies that they have if they did. They care about how it makes you feel to ask you about your body count. They care about making you feel some sort of way for the same thing that they've probably done and more. Okay, they don't care about it. You care about it. Okay, they don't care about it, darling. The reason why men ask that question It's two reasons. They want to make you feel a certain way for being same or they're worse because they be rolling around on a mattress with anything. Okay. So they want to make you feel bad about it because they already know that they've done the most. And the second thing is they want to know if you've been with somebody that's better than them because you're not going to be a pick Misha behind them. Like if you've been with 2, 3, 4 guys, 5, whatever, how many you've been with, nothing they do while rolling around on the mattress is going to impress you. Nothing. So you're not going to become pick Misha over them. Okay. But if you only rolled around on the mattress one time with somebody in high school, oh, you might become pick Misha on. They might have some moves you ain't ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? All right. They want to see how much effort they got to put in to get you to act like a pick Misha. If you done already, done the deed a couple of times with a few people, they can't do nothing but give you some money to impress you. There ain't nothing they can do rolling around on a mattress with you that's going to make you be all over them and extra. They just that got to come with some money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just that they're going to be very, their ego is going to be very hurt when you say, "Are you done? Is that it? Is that all you got? Don't worry, you could try again another time." They don't want to hear those words. So it's literally about them, and they care more about if you're going to become a pick Misha for them or not. And most of the time you ain't. Boy, get out of here. You ain't doing nothing. Where's the money? Take me shopping. You done? You done rolling around? Okay, it's time to go shop. See, that's why. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. You said, what if you never slept with anyone? How do you navigate dating? Don't sleep with them. Most people can date without sleeping with somebody, man. Date several and don't get serious about none of them unless they get serious about all them bills. Then string them along. They'll never really get it. And then the longer you string them along, if they figure, okay, well, if that's all they want from you, they're not going to stick around anyway. But if they actually want to get to know you, it's easy to string them along further and further. All right. You said, but what if you barely sleep with anybody though? Good for you, man. You don't have to tell them nothing. It's like that question when men ask, what's your body count? It's literally a personal question that's none of their business. That's the same type of questions they ask when you go to the doctor for an annual exam to your gynecologist. That's a question for your gynecologist, man. Is he a gynecologist? Then why is he asking you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if he was a gynecologist, I don't think he'd care unless you was his patient. All right. You said doctors don't even ask that. All right, then. And he don't need to be asking it either. You said Dusty's always asked that question. Dusty's always asked that question. Correct yourself. Dusty's always asked that question. I ain't never been asked by any man that had money how many times have you rolled around on the mattress. Only broke men ask that question, baby. Because they can't impress you with nothing else but rolling around on a mattress. They got some money, then they don't need to ever ask that question because they can impress you with a stack of cash, a credit card, a shopping spree, a new car. Okay. They don't need to try to impress you by rolling around on a mattress and see how much work they got to put in because you done done it too many times before. They don't got to do all of that. They just give you what you want, and understand that's most people's most broke people's hobby is rolling around on a mattress. Okay. Rich people be out and about, going to events, going to galas, going sailing, going, to the fundraiser, going to the gym, going to play some pickleball, going to the golf tournament, like going traveling. What y'all doing? Y'all, are we rolling around on the mattress again? Thank you, Carrie. You said clicked your live to see in kindergarten. Asking about somebody's kid, you know, because they said they were 4, not the age of kindergarten. Okay. Um, Thank you, Mia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you go to tech events, how do you talk to these men just graduated so I can access these events? But how do I go about it? When a man walks up to you and you look good, y'all ain't gonna be talking about no tech stuff. You know what I mean? He's gonna be asking you about other stuff. Know enough to have small talk. But if you look good, ma'am, change the subject. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just change the subject to whatever, or ask them questions and ask them to expound upon that. Just keep asking them questions. Let them do all the talking. Mm-hmm. All right. We said engineers have many hobbies. Good. Yeah. Talk about other stuff. All right. And go to the events. Also, go to the social events, not just the conferences and networking events. Like, go to other types of events. They have other types of events that are free as well. All right. They have cultural events. They have like lots of art venues are free, galleries and stuff like that. How to communicate your boundaries in a feminine way without getting emotional. Um, just tell them, like, in the beginning, there are 3 things or 4, or whatever your boundaries are. These are my boundaries. If you cross them, I know you don't like me. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and I'm out. All you got to do is tell them one time. These are my boundaries. If you choose to cross them, I'll know that you don't really respect or like me. There you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell them you're learning golf. Exactly. If you're going to a golf event or a country club, take golf lessons. Go to a driving range if you can't afford a country club. Do something. Okay. You said, what if a broke becomes rich? Will they change? If they like you, hmm, men only change for the women they want, and do what do what needs to be done to impress her or to get her. Mm-hmm. Said golf courses are full of rich men, no women around in sight or almost in sight. Yes, go to them golf courses. Okay. Yeah. And also they have um like if you live in a nice area already, they always have these things, they always have events and stuff like that for like sip and stroll. They always have like charity events, like what do you call it? Heritage society. If you live like in a historical part of town where there's like historical things to like restore or maintain, join those type of things. You get a lot of old money in there, like historical heritage societies and stuff like that. Definitely. So like where I live, there's a lot of historical and heritage societies that do fundraisers and parties and galas and stuff like that all the time. And a lot of old money is tied to that because a lot of the people that donate are from older families that have been around for generations and generations. And so you definitely can tap into, meeting or being surrounded by a little bit of old money if you're doing heritage societies or historical societies. Thank you, Kari. You, what? You are my gay extension lady. You can't get enough. Okay, Kari, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, then. I like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. So yes, go to like, okay, if you live, like, especially if you live in a historical area, or even if you don't live in a historical area, go to an historical area and become a part of the Heritage Society or the Historical Preservation Societies. It doesn't even cost a lot. Sometimes you can sign up to do a yearly donation of like $25, and they will mail you and email you all the events. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wine tasting is fine too, but you want to get around some old money, go to like events that have to do with preservation and historical things. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wine tasting events are nice. When I was on vacation, not the last vacation, but like a couple of vacations ago, there was I was at a boutique hotel and they were having a wine tasting event downstairs while I was staying there, and I had no idea. And so I literally went down there, and there was a lot of people down there just tasting the wines, locals and people that were staying there and everything. And I ended up buying a bunch of wines, and I didn't even, that were really good. And I got to learn about a lot about the wines, and there's lots of people down there that are really into wine, especially if it's in wine country or near vineyards and stuff like that. You'll have more like wine enthusiasts, or sometimes you'll find buyers for restaurants that own restaurants or bars or whatever. If you go to like the major ones. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said those boring events. Well, you're not supposed to be out there twerking. You're supposed to be out there scoping for money. Old money, new money, big money. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Look, once you get your money, you can go wherever you want to go. That's not boring. But first, you got to secure the bag, man. Mm-hmm. Y'all are silly, huh? Why do you think men cheat so much? Why do y'all keep asking me dumb questions? We don't care if men cheat anymore. We already know they're going to cheat as long as they got some money to pay for their indiscretions, and you could take them to the vet and lock them out the room, then who cares? Why y'all keep asking me dumb questions? We don't care no more. We about this money now. Nobody cares what they doing out there. That dogs gonna be dogs. Dogs will be dogs. We don't care. Do y'all still care? Because I know I don't. Never cared. I'm about my money. I'm not trying to hold a man up to be a faithful person, and I already know he can't. I'm trying to get their money, man, and build my businesses and my wardrobe, my jewelry collection, my hair collection. Like, why do y'all care anymore? They gonna do what they gonna do. Who cares? And if they don't, great and wonderful. But why do we care? We give so much energy to trying to control and care about somebody that's gonna do what they gonna do. I don't care. Why do y'all? You can do the same thing if you really want to, ma'am. Why do men cheat? Why do men cheat? The same reason women cheat. Because they can. Because they want to. That's why. Because they can and they want to. Okay. That's the answer to the question y'all been asking forever. The same reason you can. Because you want to. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what? Didn't I say to take them to the vet and lock them out of the room? All right. Protect yourself. If you look, listen to me. If I'm telling you something, all men cheat. Are you going to sit there and be unprotected? You going to take them to the vet every 6 months, every 3 months, every 2 months? If you suspect that they're cheating, are you going to continue to roll around on a mattress with them? Use common sense, ma'am. Blind trust is not good. So instead of sitting up here asking why they do this and why they do that, understand that they are and they will if they want to. So protect yourself, be smart, take them to the vet, lock them out the room. Okay? Focus on the solution, not the whys and woe is me. Who cares? Get their money and send them to the vet. All right. You said exactly. Condoms, birth control, clinics. Exactly. Make sure he's paying for all of it. If he wants you to stop suspecting him of being those things, then he needs to be at home doing what he's supposed to do and not giving you any reason to think he's doing otherwise. And if he's not, then make sure he's on that vet bill every 2 to 3 months. I don't know what to tell you, man. Men are not women. Women are not men. They're going to do what they want, just like you can too. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what if he has a small P? Then it's like you ain't even do nothing with him, man. I don't think it counts. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have to add him to. You don't have to add him to your count. Yeah, it don't count. Just make sure you're protecting all that little pickle, and it don't even count. If y'all do, he said, thank you for all the advice. You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, how is it easy to not care? Because you're not in it for the caring. You're in it for the benefits. First of all, here's the thing. Y'all need to start thinking like this. If he don't care, why do you? If you care so much about what this man gonna do and he don't care about your feelings and gonna go roll around on a mattress with whoever, why are you gonna sit there and care? Just get his money. He don't care, so why do you? It's easy not to care when you know they don't care. So do they care? If they care, why are they doing it? Maybe they don't care. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you need to follow suit. Maybe you need to learn from them and stop caring too and just get your money. Because they don't care. If they did, they wouldn't do it, right? Okay, so there's your answer. You want them to care? Do you want them to care? Then date somebody that don't nobody want, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date a man that likes you times 10. Date a man that don't nobody want to roll on around a mattress with. And there you go. Wonderful. Okay. You said, how is it so easy? Maybe I'm just like, I think I feel like I'm older than a lot of y'all in here. And, when with age comes experience, knowledge, you know, seeing other people go through certain things. Look, we don't care because that's not why we're in it in the first place anymore. Or women have learned to take their emotions out of certain things and only think about the benefits. They take their emotions and they put them elsewhere. So a lot of times people stop caring because it's not beneficial to care about certain things anymore. So they don't expand their energy where it's not beneficial. You understand now? All right. It's just common sense. You're not going to keep spending your money on something that's not going to pay, that's not going to do anything for you. But you're going to go, just think about this. If you're going somewhere and you're spending money and whatever you're spending money on, you're not getting it in return, or the quality is better, you're going to keep returning. Your emotions are like money. If you keep spending them and you're not getting anything in return, why are you spending it? Save it. Save it for something that's worth it. So stop spending your emotions on people that don't care about you. That's how you learn. Treat your emotions like money. If you keep spending it on people that don't appreciate it, and don't want it, and don't care, then you're dumb for wasting them. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you old and had your heart broken recently? You guess it always hurts, but the saying is true. Does time make the pain lessen? Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If an old person in a relationship, because I'm old, but old people in relationships, they should have a little bit more emotional understanding that most of the time, just because a relationship starts off good doesn't mean that's how it's going to end. Most relationships, not all, but some end amicably, but most relationships don't end well. You know what I mean? So if it was never going to lead to marriage, or if the man is a man, if you go in there with high expectations, you will be disappointed. You will be hurt. But if you go in there understanding and having a goal, it may not hurt as much because you didn't put as much emotions in it to begin with. So if you put too much emotion into something, of course it's going to hurt. But it won't hurt as much if you had a goal and you accomplished that goal in the relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? So always have a goal when you go into a relationship and focus on that more. And if you do get hurt, or if you are disappointed, you have your goal to say, well, at least I got that accomplished, And it's easier to move forward because now you understand, like, okay, well, the whole reason I was there in the first place is to accomplish this goal. So I'm good. Yeah, leave with something. Like Denzel Washington said, he leaving with something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, I gotta wrap it up. You said once you turn your emotions off, you'll get it. Exactly. You got to turn them elsewhere. You don't have to turn them off completely, but you got to turn them elsewhere to other people that deserve them. You know what I mean? So, well, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, but we were talking about going to events and getting off dating websites. Get on Eventbrite and find some events to go to. A good way to motivate yourself to go to the events is buy an outfit first and then find an event to wear it to. It's always fun if you like to go shop or go in your closet and shop your closet. There's dresses that you haven't worn or a cute pair of heels that you want to, break in. Go find an event and go break them in. Okay. That's all. And get off the dating apps and get out into real life. Put on a dress, put on an evening gown, put on a cocktail dress, maybe some dressy casual, depending on what event you're going to, and get out there in the real world and mingle with real people that are actually going to get to see what you look like without a filter on and a bunch of comments under your face or pics. Okay. Go out into the real world and see the type of people that actually will cross a room for you to come introduce themselves. Okay. Do the most, get ready, get up, get dressed, stop being lazy, get out of that house and go live your life. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even if you have to go alone, you're going to meet people there anyway. You'll meet some new people. Maybe find a new circle of friends to hang out with that have a little money. You never know. Just go. You said we all have new clothes that we haven't worn. I know I do. And I keep buying more. My daughter was like, she wanted this dress. And I was like, where are you going to wear that? Where are you going to wear that? She said, well, we'll find somewhere to wear it. I said, I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.